Okay, we're looking at now the circle of fourths. We're not going to be tripped up by the anomaly, up here, the double shape here. These are both in the same shape, so we're not in bad shape, but let's not use this for the circle of fifths, because we'll be subtracting when we go, when you do the circle of fifths, you take a pattern, let's say the C pattern, okay, and in this case it's an A pattern rather. We're going to start on the A pattern in the key of C, all right. Um, when you go in fifths, you'll be moving the pattern down, and you're effectively, so you're subtracting the A shape and effectively removing it. You're subtracting it and effectively replacing it with the fifth of that A shape, okay, which would be the fifth of A. As you use the cage word, you skip the G and you go to the E shape, so it's A and then E shape right there, string shapes. Now in fourth, we're going to be moving the pattern up, and we really do have a gap there on the bottom, so we have to replace it with the fourth of the string shape. That's just how it works. Okay, and remember about string shapes, they go up in fifths, so it's A, E, C, G, D, A. I think I got that right. And they go down in fourths, so A, the fourth of A is D, and the fourth of D is G, the fourth of G is C, the fourth of C is the E string shape, that diminished fourth. Okay, and the fifth of that E string shape is the C, the augmented fifth. That's the only thing about string shapes. But in circle of fourths and circle of fifths, things go in perfect fourths and perfect fifths. So let's start with the A shape C right here. Okay, so we've got, here's the C, A shape. Here's the real deal A-shaped A, but I'm doing it up here in C string shape. So we're going to start with the diatonic A shape in the key of C, and I'm going to use the S1A on the bottom, and then of course the fifth of A going up in string shapes is E. So I'm going to do an S4E, E, C, D, G, D. Get me all the way up to the top, and what's on the top? The same as the bottom, A string shape. So that's our A shape C. Now we're going to move that pattern up, and we're going to move it up to a D shape. Why? Because we're going to replace the A shape with the fourth. It's fourth. It's this imaginary D shape that's down here in no string, no play land. Okay, so here's the A shape that we had on the bottom. We're going to replace it with its fourth, which is the D shape. Because remember, when we're going down the strings from high pitched strings to low pitched strings. Thank you. We'll go in string shape fourths. Going up, you go in string shape fifths, string shape fifths, string shape fourths, pentatonic scale, caged, caged, pentatonic scale. Let's look at that pentatonic scale starting on C. C string shape, D string shape, obviously, E string shape, and then G string shape, and then A string shape. I think I chose the key of E there, and then C string shape. So let's try that one more time, going down in fourths. C string shape. Okay, and remember, we're going up a pentatonic scale when we're going in fourths. So it's C string shape to D string shape to E string shape, and that would be now this isn't working. We should be staying in the key of C when we're going down in fourths here. So we've got the C string shape. The fourth of the C string shape is the E string shape. The fourth of the E string shape is the A string shape. Okay, and that should be going Okay, we're not doing a pentatonic scale there. Uh, we're doing um, we're doing fourths. Okay, that's why that didn't work. That's why that didn't work. So, when I fudged it going up, I'm sure we made a mistake. Sorry about that. Um, it suffices to say that at times you're going up a pentatonic scale, and this way is caged, this way is. That's when you're doing it in caged. So, in actuality, just to make let you know that I know what I'm doing enough to know when I've made a mistake. When you go down on the C shape like that, then you have to in a pentatonic scale, you go to the D string shape, sharing that 3/4. Okay, then you go down in fourths. So you go to the fourth of the C string shape, which is the E string shape. And then according to a pentatonic scale, E goes to a G string shape. So that's using the ladder. Okay, but when we're going in fourths and fifths, we're not sharing notes unless we do double string shapes. Okay, so that's how we got mixed up there. At least I know what it's nice to know where you got messed up. So let's start with the C-shaped A there, A-shaped C. Okay, then we're going to go to the key of F with a D shape, so I'm going to replace this bottom string. Now here, we don't want to get in trouble here. We started with an A shape, we're going to use that D shape down here, shape fitting. We want it to go to the right, because D goes to the right like that now. So I'm going to do a short pattern D shape. Okay, so really just going to go up on S3D. Okay, so that's our little S3D pattern. Played in D, it's like this. Now we're in the key of F. So the D is 2, 3, 4. Here's your F. Here's your 2. Here's your 3. Here's your B flat. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2. And then 3, 4, 5, warp up 6, 7, root. On the top, we got to have a D string shape, right? It's going to be the start of another S3D with its top two strings in no play land. So that's the key of F. Take it up another fourth. How do we do that? So we had a D shape on the bottom here, starting on G, which is the second of the key of F. We're going to take it up to the fourth of the D shape. It is going to be what? We're going to, now in fourths, we are going to look at a pentatonic scale, and we're going to skip the letter. So the D, skip the E, we go to the G shape. We're going to add a G shape on the bottom to get the key of B flat. There's your G. So that's why we have add, and we're going to just play a big old S5G. Now 6, 7, root. I've got some debris on my guitar, so it's preventing me from getting a nice B flat there. You can see it right there. I can almost see it with my eyes. My guitar notes are falling off here. Okay, I'm really lazy about fixing this thing because it's like a two-day thing to actually redo the grid. This one's about 2 years old. So that's my thing. That's what I do. I put the notes on my guitars, and it's an opportunity to improve the grid every time, every other year or something. But it takes about 3 days and a trip to the printer if I don't already have some notes. Anyway, so that's the B flat there. Okay, in the G shape that we started there. That G shape would be 6, 7 root. This G becomes the 6th. Our G starting note, remember we started with the A shape, with the G is the 5th. Now in B flat, it becomes the 6th, right? Because G is the 6th of B flat. Now we're going to add a C shape. We're going to add the 4th to the bottom of that G shape. So it should be brick wall, right